name is Mayur Ubale. I am assistant professor in WIT Solapur. So today we are going to analyze more on sludge volume index in ASP. So what are the learning outcomes? Students will be able to analyze the sludge volume index in ASP in wastewater treatment plant. We had defined earlier only that SVI is defined as 1000 into Vs divided by Xt. Here, Vs is the volume of settled sludge in secondary clarifier and Xt is the concentration of microorganisms, that is MLSS, and its SVI is having a unit of ml per gram. So what we are going to do today is basically we are going to compare the volume of a sludge which has to be returned back into the effluent and how much amount we have to add up with respect to the concentration of activated microorganisms which has been settled down in the secondary clarifier. Mostly, the settlability of activated sludge can be hypothetically related to the quantity and solid concentration in return sludge and the biological reactor, that is aeration system. So, if I want to compare in such a way that suppose how much amount of water to be getting filled in the biological secondary clarifier, it will be Q plus QR, where Q is the volume of influent plus QR is the volume of return sludge which to be added into the effluent. Okay, so this much amount of water will only be getting collected into the secondary clarifier. So I can say that Q plus QR will represent my 1 liter, that is the total liter. Why I am saying 1 liter? Because this is how the SVI has been defined. Now, if I want to compare the flow rate of return sludge to the concentration of microorganisms and its volume in the secondary clarifier, I can say that QR will be directly proportional to the volume of sludge which has been settled down. That much amount of volume will directly represent the flow rate of return sludge. So I can also say that QR divided by Q plus QR will be equal to Vs divided by 1000, where Vs will be in milliliters per liter and 1000 will be my ml or 1 liter. Comparing this both two, okay, I can also say that QR plus Q plus QR is equal to Vs upon 1000, or I can also say that Q plus QR divided by QR is equal to 1000 upon Vs. As Vs is the volume of settled sludge, I can also interpret with respect to SVI. So I can also write Vs as SVI divided by 10 raised to 6 into Xt, that is my MLSS. So if I am interpreting both and adjusting the equation, how I can write? First I will divide the Q plus QR divided by QR. What I will get? Q divided by QR plus 1 is equal to 1 upon SVI divided by 10 raised to 6 into Xt. Now I am taking that plus 1 into the right hand side and I will write it as minus 1. Now if I want to go more than that, I can also write that Q plus QR is equal to 1 minus SVI divided by 10 raised to 6 into Xt divided by SVI divided by 10 raised to 6 into Xt. Or more simplified way, I will take denominator up and numerator down and I can write it as QR divided by Q is equal to Xt upon 10 raised to 6 divided by SVI minus Xt. Here what I have done, basically I have divided by 10 raised to 6 divided by SVI. After that I will get a simpler form of equation. But QR divided by Q is also called as return sludge ratio. It is a new parameter. I can also say return sludge ratio is defined as volume of the sludge which is added into the influent per unit time divided by volume of water which is coming into the bioreactor per unit time, or I can also say QR divided by Q. Now here what I have did, I had compared the SVI to the return sludge ratio. So I can also say that return sludge ratio is equal to MLSS divided by 10 raised to 6 divided by SVI minus MLSS. It is the more simplified way to compare and to calculate the return sludge with respect to the MLSS and SVI. So if we know the SVI value and MLSS value, I can calculate the return sludge ratio also. And by the return sludge ratio, I can easily calculate how much amount of return sludge I have to pump into the bioreactor so that my MLSS and my FBIM ratio will be maintained in the biological reactor. Now, if I am going furthermore and if I am comparing SVI with the MLSS and my return sludge ratio, I will get this graph. So if you can see at the x-axis there is a return sludge ratio or recycle ratio, that is QR divided by Q, and in my y-axis there is a MLSS concentration or XT. You will get to know that if the MLSS concentration is very much lesser, if the MLSS concentration is very much lesser, then my SVI value is decreasing with respect to the recycle ratio. Then what I have to do? I have to decrease my return sludge flow rate so that I can maintain the SVI value between 80 to 100. Here you can see that SVI value has increased, that is 400, which is not right. So I have to decrease the flow rate so that I can maintain the SVI value. Now there is another proportion to talk. If suppose MLSS concentration is very much lesser, automatically my SVI value will push up. Why it is so? Because how we had defined the SVI, it is 1000 Vs divided by XT. As I am decreasing the XT, automatically SVI value will push up, and with respect to that value I have to maintain my sludge flow rate also, and automatically I have to maintain my recycle ratio, that is R. If the MLSS concentration is increasing, what does it mean? If the concentration of microorganisms in biological reactor is increasing, automatically I have to decrease the SVI value. What does it mean? I have to decrease the flow rate, the return flow rate of sludge, because it is not needed, because lot of concentration of activated microorganisms is not needed in the biological reactor. Automatically my SVI value will decrease and automatically my ratio will automatically decrease. So in simple words, what I can say, that the SVI is directly related to MLSS and sludge recycle ratio, that is return sludge ratio. So let us have few questions. First one is, rate of sludge production is linear in nature, true or false? Second one, rate of sludge production is dependent on what? HRT, SRT, MLVSS, or all of the above? So I hope you had got both the answers correct. First one is rate of sludge, yes, it is directly linear in nature. And second one, rate of sludge production is dependent on all of the points, that is HRT, SRT, MLVSS. Why it is so? You have to go back in the video and you have to clear up your concept before going ahead. So after the analysis, there is also another term, that is SDI, that is sludge density index. It is defined as percentage of suspended solids by weight to the percentage of sludge by volume. How much percentage of sludge will be there in that settled volume? That is what SDI is talking about. Okay, so SDI is directly saying it is a percentage of MLSS in the settled volume of sludge in 30 minutes. Okay, it will be multiplied by 1000 so that we can get in gram per ml. So SDI is also written as 100 divided by SVI, and its unit will be gram per ml. There is another term, that is suspended solids in return sludge. That is how much amount of suspended solids or inert suspended solids will be there in the return sludge. Logically speaking, there should be very much lesser suspended solids should be there. How it is calculated? It is 1000, which is mg per gram, multiplied by 1000, that is ml per liter, divided by SVI, which is in ml per gram. So in simple words, SS in return sludge is written as 10 raised to 6 divided by SVI, and it is having a unit of mg per liter. So let us have one review question. Control on recycled sludge rate done basically to maintain dash of ASP, MLSS, FBAM ratio, MLVSS, or all of the above. So the correct answer will be all of the above. The control on recycle sludge rate, that is indirectly SVI, is to maintain MLSS and indirectly MLVSS and FBAM ratio also. These are the references I have studied and I have used in the preparation of this video. Thank you.